She's what a lot of people would call slow, what some people would call educationally retarded. She definitely is. And she was living with her parents into her 20s because, you know, she's not really capable of supporting herself or really working a real job because she's mentally disabled. Well, somehow, some way, she ended up a contributor to the Dick Show. She would call in, and they had her drawing art for the Dick Show. And they had her drawing all sorts of degenerate, weird porn stuff, just corrupting this autistic woman. And eventually, her parents found the disgusting pornographic drawings that the Dick Show people were having her do, and they said to her, "You can't be doing this shit. This is horrible."
Like lolly and stuff, and then bestiality, like furry shit.
Yeah, man. So Dick Masterson convinced this young, mentally disabled woman that she would be better off moving out from her parents and moving into his Diddler Dax Barbie dream mansion, which sadly she did. And then they all passed her around like the fucking Barbie dream mansion bicycle to the point where even Ethan Ralph had a turn on mint salad. And you can't tell me she was really consensually wanting to fuck.
No!
And the gunt and do all this sick shit.
Splitting the gunt.
Eventually, Dick got tired of her and fucking booted her from the Barbie dream mansion. So she was living with Riley and Digibro and fucking Bird and all the Transon family, trash, reject, scum of the earth. And Riley has been assigned as her personal tard wrangler. And in order for her to survive, in order for her to have money and food and pay the bills,
this is gross.
They've whored her out on OnlyFans. So there's scenes where she's like sucking Riley off,
fisting.
The worst is, and we have it here actually in folder 3. Let's go to that now.
Sure. Yeah.
Folder 3, they actually have her doing urination shit, like water sports, and this was what she was actually doing shortly before the arrest. And it says, when you gotta go, even in not so glamorous places. It's the mint salad way to make the best of it. First, she pisses in the toilet, and then she gets pissed on by Riley in the shower, all at a hotel. So this is the degenerate filth that was going on before Riley got arrested. And I hate these motherfuckers. I'll be real. Dick Masterson and his people, they're the most evil motherfuckers I've ever covered.
Dark.
In all my years on the show, I don't have any proof of it aside from like this mint salad stuff. I really do believe Dick does like allegedly human trafficking. I think he deals drugs. Allegedly.
In his opinion.
He human traffics allegedly. I think that he does allegedly have sex with underage children. Like, I really do believe all of that. Like, I really do believe that he is a very dark and evil fucking person, and he spreads his wickedness through other people, and it's fucked. He's a degenerate. He's a reprobate. He's a swine. And I genuinely hate him. And I think the situation that happened with mint salad is disgusting and really fucked up and enough to damn any of these people to hell forever. But that's besides the point. Mm-hmm. Let's get off the preaching here.
We're going to get into some funny stuff soon, I promise.
But this is how Riley got to where he is. So if we go to folder 1, we can see here, this is Riley claiming that he pissed on Eric July's great-grandfather's grave.
Well, real fast, for people who might just be entering this arc, Eric July is a comic creator who did ISOM, and, you know, like, he was part of Comicsgate at first, right? Sort of like an anti, like, Marvel, DC, like, we're going to do our own thing and fun. And then Ethan Van Sciver ended up, like, fucking backstabbing him and being a piece of shit. So he's like, you know what? I'll just do it on my own.
No, here's what really happened. It's obvious to anybody. Eric July surpassed, what's his name?
Yeah, Ethan Van Sciver with
he became bigger, more popular, more influential than EVS.
Yeah.
EVS couldn't stand that. He was glad to see Eric July succeed up until a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
But for him, the idea that he would be surpassed in influence and success by a black man was unacceptable, and he needed to be taken down a peg. So him and Diddler Dax have conspired together to try and take down Eric July from going to a church. Like, they went to this church called Isom Ministries, and they tipped them off. Oh, yeah, this guy's using Isom. They're going to confuse it with your church, which led to a lawsuit and all this fucking shit. They've sent fucking Riley out and other members of the Dick Show entourage out to Eric July's great-grandfather's grave.
Here it is.
Who the comic book character is named after. And it's just like, this isn't normal shit.
Look,
it's not the idea. It's like trolling, and it's like this badass, like epic troll. Anybody in real life would not approve or think it's cool to go and piss on somebody's grave. In fact, if somebody pissed on your relative's grave, you would probably feel it gives you license to beat the ever-loving fuck out of them until they were dead.
Yeah.
But we're supposed to go, haha, it's such a funny prank. That pissed on his grave when the guy's done nothing but deliver comic books on time and sell a lot of them.
Yeah.
Are they of the most amazing? I've never read them, but obviously they have some audience.
And there's fans who like it.
More of an audience than Van Sciver and Vito the Pedo have for their fucking shit.
And I have some more screens of Vito's comic, by the way, which just show you that like Isom looks way better than Vito's comic by like a long shot. And anyway, watch this. Young Klippa. So the idea is Riley calls himself Young Klippa, which, by the way, get ready to cringe hearing Young Klippa on the clips that we have today. But he goes, so it's the Rippaverse, right? Yeah. Young Klippa. It's supposed to be like, oh, it's a fucking, like a parody. But he goes, I pissed on the grave, but I didn't take a picture because I don't want it to be used against me in court. Now, by the way, Riley is so fucking mental and demented. I believe he did that.
I believe
not even allegedly. I know.
Like, why shouldn't we
this
believe
fucking
his confession that he did it?
He did it
because he was there, and he says that he did do it. So why wouldn't we believe him?
And the shit he's done already to Eric July is unhinged to the point where you'll see on a clip. I'll do a little spoiler. He bends over, like Eric's like talking to a guy in a wheelchair, and fucking Riley's like, look at him bending down, talking to this guy in the wheelchair. Like, what? Like, everything is like, what the unhinged?
Even if he didn't piss on the grave, how unhinged is it to go to somebody else's, like, relative's grave and like, pose with it, take pictures of it?
Yeah.
Like, it's actually sick in the head. And Dick's like, he doesn't like that we trolled him. I don't think anybody out there would like people going to their relative's grave. Like, it's sick in the head. It's demented.
Yeah, because of a comic book.